Hey guys, welcome back to another my podcast about horror stories. Today's horror story is by Islam horror. In a small rural village, people live by a simple rule: don't wander after Maghrib. But Harith, a young man known for pretending to be daring, ignored warnings. He prayed loudly in the masjid, yet secretly mocked religion and mistreated people. Behind closed doors, he lived a life of lies. One evening, to show off his bravery, he walked through the woods right after Maghrib. A cold wind blew. The trees seemed to lean closer. Something moved behind him, but Harith smirked and kept walking. Suddenly, there was a whisper, Munafiq. Harith froze. The trees went silent, the air taken as if holding its breath. He spun around. Nothing. When he reached home, something felt wrong. His mother said she heard him talking outside the door, but he wasn't there. Harith brushed it off with arrogance. That night, he dreamt of a tall, shadowy figure standing behind his bed, repeating the same word, Munafiq, Munafiq. The next day, Harith woke with bruises on his arms, shaped like long fingers. He blamed it on the fall, but strange things followed him. The Quran recitation made his skin burn. Mirrors showed a second shadow behind him. Dogs barked violently only at him. He heard footsteps in empty rooms. His friend grew uncomfortable. Even the Imam noticed Harith avoiding the masjid unless others were watching. One night, right after Isha, Harith heard knocking on his door. Slow, heavy knocks. Dum, dum, dum. When he opened the door, there was no one. But as soon as he closed it, the knocking began again. From inside the house, he whispered, trembling, Who's there? The same voice answered, The one you invited. Lights flickered, shadows moved on their own. Harith ran out of the house, screaming. The next morning, Harith begged the Imam for help. The Imam stared deeply and said, Hypocrisy opens doors you cannot see. A jinn can follow the scent of a hidden sin. He instructed Harith to read Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayatul Kursi, and make sincere tawbah. Harith promised, but only outwardly. Inside, he still mocked it. He went home thinking the Imam exaggerated. That night, as Harith lay in bed, he felt something sit on his chest. He couldn't move. A deep, inhuman voice whispered, I am here because you speak faith, but your heart speaks disbelief. The pressure tightened. Harith struggled to breathe. You wear piety like a mask. I am attracted to your lie. Harith tried to recite Ayatul Kursi. Nothing came out. His tongue felt pinned down. The jinn face finally appeared. A shifting, smoking darkness was glowing animal-like eyes. Harith finally managed to whisper, Allahu Akbar. The jinn shrieked and vanished into smoke. Terrified, Harith went to the mosque, barefoot in the middle of the night. The Imam and a few villagers gathered around him. Harith cried, trembling uncontrollably, admitting his hypocrisy, his lies, his double life, his arrogance. The Imam nodded sadly. Jinn do not possess a truly sincere, but the mask of a hypocrite is a doorway. The villagers held a ruqyah session. As the Imam recited, Harith screamed, not in pain, but in guilt. With every verse, the light shook, the air vibrated. Harith's body convulsed. A low growl escaped from his throat. Finally, he vomited a thick black smoke, that slithered away like a living shadow. The Imam finished with Allah does not accept a divided heart. Harith collapsed into tears. For days, Harith stayed inside, praying sincerely. He changed completely, not for show, but for Allah. But one last task remained. One night, the jinn appeared outside his window, whispering, "Put the mask back on, Munafiq." Harith closed his eyes and recited Ayatul Kursi with full sincerity. Jinn screamed and dissolved into dust, unable to return. Harith became a reformed man, quiet, sincere, and humble. He never walked after Maghrib again, and he never faked piety. People say the jinn left him forever. Others claim that they still hear footsteps outside his house at night. But one thing is certain, a jinn can haunt anyone, but a hypocrite invites it. The end.